Hey, welcome back to Fixing a Blind. So today we're working on the tiny house. We have to insulate these end walls. You can see this gap here that was down here. We filled with some spray foam, and it goes down probably about 8 inches. And we wanted to make sure that that was all good and insulated. So what we're gonna do is we gotta cut away the excess so we can get some new foam in here. You see, I've been working at it a little bit. Figured I'd bring you guys along for this adventure. You want to basically cut it off flush with the floor. And this stuff sticks so good. It's just a nightmare. See, we got it mostly cleaned out. And that's going to allow us to get an actual solid chunk of foam in here. And that is going to give us the insulation we need, because this is only, if you look, these 2x4s are sideways. Let's see, let me get rid of my light here. These 2x4s are laid flat on the ends, and so it doesn't give us much room for insulation. We got to get all this, and we're going to be putting in this 1.5 inches, so it'll should bring it flush with the 2x4s and get as much insulation as we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure this corner out back here and get our first chunk and get it cut up. All right, we're gonna start with this little triangle piece here. And what we gotta do is we gotta measure what it is to that corner. And it looks like we got, what do we got there? Looks like 8.5 inches. And we wanna measure from the floor to the ceiling here to get this other corner. And the tighter the fit that we get, the better it's going to insulate. All right, and that looks like that is 15.5 inches. All right, so what we're going to do here, sorry, I'm using a headlamp because it's dark in this corner, but take our speed square. Oh, we gotta, sorry. Use our tape measure here. We want to go off the factory edge, which is over here, and this bottom piece. So we want to go, all right, we want to make our first cut, our first mark 15 inches up, which is going to put us right at the edge here. And then we want to go 8.5 inches this way. Okay. And we're going to grab a straight edge and we're going to draw a line from there to there. And that's where our cut line is. Alright, I'm going to make it just a hair smaller so she fits in there nice. And we grab our razor, we're going to cut along that line. And we just need to score it. Oh, come on, get back on the line. So we cut roughly halfway through. Then we can kind of take it, hit it on the back side, and she'll bend and break. Now let's go over here and let's see if she fits. All right. See if she fits in there. All right. See that? It's nice and tight. Then the tongue and groove boards will go over top of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some tunes on. You guys are gonna get to enjoy some copyright-free music. And we'll just kind of set you up here and do a time lapse. right, you can see I got it all done here. You can see we had a little issue right up there in that corner. And then this one here, I miscut the whole strip. It was like 2 inches too narrow. And the reason that was I bought a new square, and it measures from this point here. You can see she measures over this way, but then she also has increments this way. I didn't look, and so I just figured, I assumed it came from this corner, but it actually measures all from this far corner. So I was about 2 inches short. But anyway, that's this 1.5 inch insulation on there. She's looking good. It's all sealed up. There is a little spot up there, up here, sorry, right there, that I'm gonna have to do a little bit of spray foam on it just to make sure she's completely sealed. And but other than that, it's really good. It's good to go. Thanks for learning with me.